If you could be any other guy in the podcast for 24 hours, who would you be and why?
Oh my God. All right.
Start with you, G. Let's go around the bin.
I think that I would be Johnson.
That's great.
Just because I think that we're the least alike out of all four, like me compared to each one of you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it'd be sweet to see like how, like that's why I feel like we work, because we're so different. So it'd be sick to see the other side of it.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like it's so weird because we're like so
Yeah, we
like,
are super similar.
so similar, but we're so different. But like we're so similar, like in terms of like our preferences.
Yes.
Like in terms of like we laugh at the same jokes. We have the exact same sense of humor.
Exactly.
Like
our humor's super similar.
It's weird. Like we almost have like this weird telepathic like sense.
Yeah.
And
But then you walk into our rooms.
Each other's sandwiches.
Yeah.
Again.
Oh
wait.
But then in terms of like G's like super organized. I'm a little more disheveled.
No, I'm literally just thinking about like the most basic version of just like
just like things. He's much more just like anal retentive, whatever you want to call it.
Like I'm OCD. Like you don't have to run from it.
And I'm just like fuck it, let's go with the flow.
Exactly.
So who would you pick then, Jay?
Who would I pick? I was gonna say I'd probably pick G because I just want to like see what goes through his head.
Bro,
how he
I don't know
operates.
if you want to.
Like when G's just like like he'll just like sometimes say things that are like pretty irrational and like they make sense to all of us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, I wonder like where what he's thinking. Like,
yeah.
Like even this morning, like we're like, yo, can we borrow your car and just go grab these cars while you're finishing your workout so we don't have to just sit here and waste time? And then you're like, no, I want to go on this journey and like.
Because I was like super bored. You don't understand. Like we were talking about it. I've been getting up early. I watched the whole movie this morning. I made my eggs. I had lunch already. I'm working out alone. Yeah. I'm like, I know we're gonna sit in the podcast room for a good hour. I was like, I want to get out before, but it was more so a selfish like.
Yeah, but I was like,
just come with y'all.
I was like, yeah, I think we'll probably be back before you're even done working. We were pretty much getting back as you were finishing, and I was like, we might as well just knock out a couple birds with one stone.
No, it worked. No, when y'all were gone, I was like, no big.
But it's just funny, just like the way G moves sometimes. I want to see like why like his brain ticks the way it ticks.
I think I could, It could be a popular vote here. I don't know.
What's up, Bruce?
I think Johnson too, because I just want to like know what it's like to make what like music's going on in your head, and when you're like making a beat or whatever you're doing creatively, I just want to see how you do it, so I could steal some of that from you and do it myself too.
That would be dope if you could retain like the 24 hours.
I could like, not saying I would like be able to make full beats like you, but just like see how someone who like, I don't know, you like move.
That was sick.
It seems like you move like purely off of impulse, which is like what an artist does. Like not all the time, but definitely creatively you move very.
Like
you just listen to yourself,
right,
and
like
exactly,
good.
and like I would just like to see how you do that and see if I could use some of that in my own.
Well, hey,
journey.
If we ever have a genie,
and I agree with G in that sense too. That I feel like me, G, and Sammy are.
We have we're
all different, obviously.
Very different, obviously.
I feel like have more.
But our brains are definitely more similar than Johnson.
Right, like we work on a simpler track, I think.
Yeah.
I also want to know what's going on in Johnson's head, and like when he's scrolling his timeline, like what's going on.
And there's a lot of information. Think about how much more he reads than us. Like on a daily basis, he intakes so much more information.
I thought you meant like novels and shit. I was like,
no, but just in general, you read a lot of information. You know what's going on. You were filling me in. Biden did the Paris. People are happy.
He did the France.
I'm happy about Paris.
He did the French thing.
I want to be with Paris on this.
The French good environment thing.
The climates are what we need right now.
Yeah.
Good climates. Good climates, good change.
Without climates, there is no Biden.
I would say I'm gonna piggyback on
It's
both
actually
you guys.
a fact. Okay, go.
I would say Johnson as well.
I knew.
For honestly the same reasons, because it's like we have very similar minds, and Johnson's a wizard, and like
he's a wizard.
There's times where I'm just like, it's just like so much thought process for a lot of different things that I'm just like, that's what it is. But he like digs deeper, and so I just don't know how like a wizard process goes.